Is Ronaldo looking like my grandpa? Or Messi dressed up as a CIA agent? Whoa! Sometimes pro ballers just want to get away from the spotlight, chill, or become different versions of themselves. So I just had to make a list of the best ballers dressed up in disguises, and just wait till you see what the GOATs are pulling up in. But first is my boy Ronaldo, and when he decided to stun an unsuspecting crowd. Cristiano Ronaldo is the most famous footballer on the planet, but I'd bet you didn't know he has a side hustle. Yep, he's an actor. In 2015, Ronaldo teamed up with a couple of pranksters to pull off one of the most epic prank videos of all time in the busiest city in Madrid. After pulling up to the changing room, Ronaldo got dressed in his full costume, made up of fake hair, a fake beard, and a fat suit. Now it was time to execute the prank. See, the main aim of the whole thing was to dress him up so hard people won't be able to recognize him, and it was spot on because as soon as Ronaldo came down the busy Plaza de Callao in downtown Madrid, no one even stopped to look at him. People just thought he was some homeless rando roaming about. Ronaldo then went to step 2 of the plan and began to start doing kick-ups. He did them for a couple of minutes, but no one paid any attention to him. Some even thought he was trying to impress and bag a few euros from them. Ronaldo was out there for several hours, and he even tried to get some locals in on the action too by passing the ball and encouraging them to play. And one dude shows commitment, but he almost knocked CR7 out and left. Ronaldo probably thought he wasn't going to find anyone to play with him until this kid shows up out of the blue and starts a kickabout with him. And pretty soon, it was all magic, man, because the kid displays the energy Ronaldo had been looking for all day. After the kickabout, Ronaldo had a chat with the kid, and a couple of minutes later, he decided it was time to take the costume off, reveal his identity to the kid, and stun the entire crowd. Just look at the smile on the kid's face. He couldn't believe it. Ronaldo even went on to sign the kid's match ball and take pictures with him. Damn, what an experience. Wonder what that dude who tried to take him out must be thinking. Ronaldo dressing up in this old man disguise kinda reminds me of this next superstar ball, and how he pranked a couple of kids into thinking they'd seen an alien. Hold up, kinda feels like 2015 must have been the year of old man pranks. This time it wasn't Ronaldo, it was the Swiss Superman Xherdan Shaqiri. Shaqiri teamed up with Swiss newspaper Blick to transform into a fake coaching legend Hans-Louis Strasser. Just like Ronaldo, he got a fake beard, fake hair, and a cap to match. As soon as Shaqiri arrived at the youth team center, he told them that Hans-Louis' dream was to train with younger people so they'd go easy on him. The kids in training looked confused and were probably wondering what the hell an old man was pulling up to the training for in sneakers, but as soon as Xherdan took his first touch, the kids knew something was up. Because for a dude who claimed he was over 60, he was scoring golazos and hitting top bins without breaking a sweat. They weren't sure and thought maybe he was a freestyler back in the day, but after Xherdan clocked incredible pace to score a loose ball, the secret was out of the bag. The kids knew this dude wasn't ordinary, so they all rushed to him to take a closer look, and that's when Xherdan decided to take the costume off and send the crowd crazy. They couldn't believe it. Their hero legit trained with them, and they didn't have a clue. It was incredible stuff watching Shaqiri put a smile on the kids' faces, and he even stopped for photos with them too. Awesome dude. Shaqiri looked almost unrecognizable, but his skills sold him out, just like they did for Rivaldo in 2017. Rivaldo was an absolute legend of the game. The tricks, skills, controversy. He was the complete package. Rivaldo balled out at Barca, and his performances made him a hero in Spain. In 2017, Barcelona decided they'd surprise a couple of local amateurs by pulling a superstar to come train with them. And the obvious pick was Rivaldo. But there was just one problem. The dude wasn't famous, and his appearance would sell him out. The guys at Barca knew they needed an expert to carry this one out, so they hired Sarita Allison, a makeup legend. She worked on Harry Potter, X-Men, and Star Wars, so she was the best pick for this one, and she transformed him and took him from looking like Rivaldo to his makeup character, Roberto da Silva. The costume had the players believing he was just your average dude they brought in to complete the numbers, but as soon as Rivaldo started playing, his skills gave him away, man. The Sunday League guys were torn to shreds. Rivaldo couldn't stop pulling out the tricks, and after the game, he was voted as the man of the match. In front of everyone, he was supposed to pick up his award, but as soon as he got out front and started taking off the extra layers, the players immediately realized why Roberto da Silva was that good. He was Rivaldo. It was a wonderful moment for all the fans and players involved. Even the makeup artist Sarita had nice things to say about Sarita. We didn't have that long to prepare, so we had to work very quickly. But Rivaldo was the perfect model, very patient and very professional. It was such a wonderful project to be involved in. Great to see other players' reactions, and an honor to work with such a sporting legend. Damn, Sarita be sounding like Football Manager AI replies. But hey, at least Rivaldo was able to keep the fans guessing until the end of the game. This next dude, he got busted straight up. In 2015, Brazilian legend Ronaldo decided to dress up as a cop to surprise a couple of local kids playing in the park. But Ronnie must have forgotten to get an expert makeup artist like Sarita, because as soon as he put on the costume and approached him for the ball, they knew who he was immediately, and he had to take off the costume. I ain't even gonna lie, that's funny. At least Ronnie wasn't too upset and still made out time to play kickabout with them. And even better, showed him how to subscribe to the most awesome football content on YouTube, Mr. Football. Damn, imagine that, having a World Cup and Ballon d'Or winner dressed up as a cop in your local park? Amazing! If only Ronaldo had taken a clue from my boy Kyle Walker. Now his costume left celebrity judges stunned. In 2018, just before the start of the World Cup, Kyle Walker decided to pull off an incredible stunt even Dr. Strange wouldn't have seen coming. Walker auditioned for Britain's Got Talent. He was a double act, and he teamed up with Jack Whitehall and went under the fake names of Darren and Andrew at auditions. Walker came dressed in a hat with sunglasses, and Whitehall came dressed in a body-sized version of the World Cup. Talk about costumes. They performed a song to support the English national team ahead of the 2018 World Cup, and even though the show's scripted, they still couldn't get in. The judges, Simon Cowell, Amanda Holden, Alicia Dixon, and David Williams didn't hit the buzzer, but Simon still gave him a standing ovation, and after the performance, Walker took off his costume and surprised the audience. But you see guys, sometimes costumes ain't about disguising for fans. Sometimes it's to chill and just have fun like a normal person, like Kylian Mbappe and Arush Hakimi. Shortly after the 2022 World Cup, Mbappe and Hakimi decided they'd go on holiday to cool off a bit. Mbappe was on fire for France and took him to the final, where he scored a hat-trick too, but still lost to Argentina and won the Golden Boot. Hakimi was an important part of the Morocco team that made it all the way to the semifinals and became the first African team to be top 4 in the world. They both decided they'd take a trip to the States, but there was just one problem. They were too popular. If they went to the States dressed like that, everyone would figure out and crowd them real quick. So after going to watch a Brooklyn vs. Nets game, they decided to switch up the appearance game, and in their next outing, they looked almost unrecognizable in ski masks. The outfit changes worked big time, man. People probably thought they were gangsters or rappers and just left them alone. They even enjoyed street entertainment. It wasn't until days after, when fans saw pictures and zoomed in, that they realized it was Mbappe and Hakimi. Imagine being that close to him and still not knowing. Pretty sure they were happy the costumes worked, something Messi wishes he had, because when he wore his costume out, dude got figured out in seconds. Lionel Messi is one of the most famous footballers of all time. 7 Ballon d'Ors, a World Cup, and multiple Champions Leagues. Dude has more trophies than I've got clothes. Even though Messi's appearance has changed over the years, come on, his face is unmissable. And that's the downside of being famous. You can't get out. Every place Messi turns up to, the fans keep crowding him, and Messi really just wanted some alone time with his family. So when they got to Paris, he hatched a plan, dressed up in a hood with dark shades, and took him to Disneyland. Messi was hoping his new costume would have him look unrecognizable, but he ran out of luck because as soon as one fan recognized him, it was over. Messi ended up posing for photos almost the entire outing, and judging by the look on his face, I'm not sure he was too happy about it. Maybe it's because of all of this that Messi's building his planet, so he can escape and be free. He's been buying up crazy stuff around the world to complete his mega project. Want to find out the 10 most expensive things Messi owns that cost more than your life? Just click the next video.